Hello and welcome to another one of my videos, and in this one, as you can see, I've got my hands on a Yamaha MT09, and what a bike it is. I've got a confession to make. I haven't been test riding this bike. This is now mine. I have bought it, or I should say we have bought it, as in me and the missus. This is my post-wedding gift. Yeah, I like wedding gifts. This is quite a nice one. But yeah, basically I saw one on holiday. And ever since I saw it on holiday, I just thought, wow. It was in Corsica and it was brand new, and I thought, I need myself one of them. And I've just been playing on my mind and looked on the internet, found one, and not the Friday gone, but the Friday after, me and Nikki kind of went to the pub, got a little bit drunk, and we agreed that I would get this beast of a machine. And I was originally going to go for an orange one, but when I went to the shop, the orange one was there, had no miles on the clock, and this one was actually sitting in the corner. Was cheaper. Asked why. He says, oh, it's the ex-demonstrator, but we haven't actually used it as a demonstrator, we've just used it as a bit of a garage bike. This one was there, 500 miles on the clock, going in for a service, so that means it didn't have to pay for the service. It's basically had its first running cycle done, so now it's up to the second one, which I think it's rev it to 9,000 RPM or something like that, but it means I can basically ride it like it should be ridden, and I'm over the moon with it, and it's just a phenomenal bit of kit. And also, as an added bonus, we have an akrapovic exhaust system on, full system, titanium back box, and everything is just phenomenal. One little touch I like, and I'm going to put this up, I like the fact it's got three baffle holes. Now, the baffle will be coming out, but it's actually got three holes exiting the actual back box as well. There's another car coming, I'm going to... but yeah, look at that. And basically this engine, but the MT09 akrapovic exhaust actually has two holes coming out because it's a twin. This is a three, so it's a triple engine, so it's got three exits. So I think that's a nice little added touch there. Not many people might notice that, but I did, and I think that's quite a nice little touch. And it sounds phenomenal. It does sound phenomenal. But yeah, as you can also see, it's in race blue. Like I say, I was going to go for the orange one, but I thought it would clash with my hair. You know, just these things you have to think of, you know, clashing and stuff like that. But yeah, so blue wheels, blue forks, which are lovely. I like them forks. I like me upside down forks. I do, and it's blue. You've got blue spring at the back there as well, so it's all colour coded. And we've got matte grey paint, which is lovely. And we've also got a little sticker there, which is in blue as well. So it's all colour coded, all spot on. And it just looks bloody gorgeous. But enough of me talking, because I just want to get on the thing and ride it again. So, oh, pardon me. Sorry about that, I'm a bit windy today. But yeah, if you give us 2 seconds to get all my gear on, we shall take this baby for a ride up some of the twisties and just see how good this thing is. And trust me, it is good. I've already ridden it. Don't kid yourself, I've been riding it most of the day. So anyway, give me 2 seconds and I'll stick all my gear on. So, I'm all kitted out and I'm on the bike. First thing about this bike, and what struck us when I first sat on it, is it's got a very low seat, which is great for me because I'm 5'6" and short on the leg, and I can put both feet basically on the ground flat, which is ideal, especially if you're a short rider. Great little thing there, because I don't like bikes where I've got like tippy toes on one foot. I just feel really unbalanced on them, so I like that. And another thing is the tank. The tank strikes as just brilliant, because it basically just funnels all the air around your knees. So even though it doesn't have a fare, and it's still got some aerodynamic design to try and take a lot of that air buffering from the rider and put it through the actual bike itself, which is nice and comfortable on the legs. Great. Like I say, there's been loads of reviews of this bike over the last 2 years since it's been out, so I'm not going to go over the other things. This is just my opinion when I'm riding it, and like I say, this is the first day I've ridden it, so it's just literally what I think of it now. Nice wide handlebars. It's quite an upright seating position. It's like a super motardy type position. Like I say, I'm normally over the tank with a lot of my bikes. Even the GS is over the tank. This one's quite bolt upright, and you're sitting quite over the front wheel, which is a good thing, because this thing, I haven't had the front wheel off the floor yet, because I'm building myself up for it, but you can feel it is wanting to take that wheel off the front. It's just, it wants to wheelie. It's a wheelie machine. It's just the power and the torque out of this triple engine is phenomenal. And yeah, it's just so nice. So switch the the dash on, general things on here. One popular thing on this one is I have a fuel gauge. I can see how much fuel I've got, which is a bonus, so more than happy with that. I don't have to keep reaching for the reserve tap, which is always fun to do. Gear selector, which is always nice to have. Miles per hour, nice and big. Rev counter along the top, general things. And it's also got an eco thing that flashes up when you're being good to the environment. I'm very bad to the environment. That's basically what it is. It doesn't show up much for me. And then we've got our modes. Now I'm going to keep it in standards for this first bit of this video, and then I'm going to switch to A. I'm not even going to bother with B, but I'll kind of go through what I think of all the modes as I'm going. So yeah, without further ado, let's start it up. And another thing is the start is actually on the ignition cut off, so it's not like a separate button. The throttle response is just, like I say, that's in standard and it is quite responsive. In A it's just a lunatic. So yeah, without further ado, let's get going. Select first gear. Gearbox in this is lovely and smooth. Don't have any complaints about the gearbox in this. I'll just do a bit of a 3-point turn here. Oh, couple of breakers. See, like I say, standard mode fueling is fine. This doesn't have the remap on it either. This has got the standard remap on it because I know Yamaha released one. But I was talking to the guy at the garage and he basically don't get it. He says it actually decreases the power to try and fix the problem. This is the way all engines are going to go, to be honest with this blooming bit of a dicky feeling just because of emission standards. They run that lean. It's like when you roll off the throttle with these engines, instead of just dribbling some fuel in, it cuts the fuel off. And it's just, it leans the mixture out, no end. Ooh. Right, I think with this one, to change the modes, what you do is, you pull the clutch in, and then rev it a bit. If you pull the clutch in, then you can change the mode. It won't do it when you're riding. So that's another thing to note. So it's quite easy to change. You can change it on the fly, which is good. You don't have to stop. So yeah, so I'm in A mode, I'm in 4th gear, just putting along town, and I'm being good to the environment. Look at that, I've got the eco sign on. Yeah, eco-friendly, yay. I'm getting green points now, as you do. So, sitting upright on this bike, very comfortable. Like I say, when you get over 60, it really should do with a screen. Like I say, it's a naked bike, so I'm going to expect that. My GS has got quite a nice screen on it, and I don't feel it as much, but this one, I think you're gonna need a screen on, just to divert the air a bit more towards over your head. So at this moment in time, it's hitting us in the chest and I'm acting as a parachute. So yeah, it's just one of them things. Open the throttle, and it just goes, it goes, it goes, it goes! Ah! Getting over 6, it goes. Don't get me wrong, under 6 it's got torque, but over 6, bloody hell, the gods of war come alive. It bloody well. Ah, God, this is such a nice bike. Sorry, I am very passionate with my bike reviews, I've come to conclude. Very passionate. Whoop. Don't get me wrong, that there was a bit of an on-off fuel moment there. That kind of went. But I think once you get used to it, I'm starting to get used to it now. It's fine. Just mind that manhole cover. Oh, listen to it. Listen to that. Crackle, crackle, crackle. Some people have actually said with the tuned exhaust systems actually take some of the snatchiness out of the throttle. Yeah, like I say, I can't say if that's true or not because this exhaust came on when the bike, basically when I got the bike. So I can't say if that's correct or not. But like I say, I don't see, it doesn't feel bad to me. Not like the way people are saying. They're saying, oh, it's dangerous, it could throw you off at the corner and stuff like that. Don't say it. I really don't. Definitely don't. You definitely need an exhaust on one of these. Like I've heard them on YouTube with the stock one on. Ooh. Yeah, that was a bit of that was a fueling. There was a bit of whiplash there. Slow manoeuvrability, great. No problem with that. Takes corners easy. Like I say, when you're getting in a 30, I would advise going into B mode or standard. B mode's quite good in 30 mile an hour zones. It just, you know, That's with this one, it just literally... Like I say, the throttle action there is smooth. I'm just rolling it on, and it's not biting us at all, it's just taking it as it goes. It's spot on. I couldn't have used that much fuel. I'm being eco-friendly now again. Still being eco-friendly. The sun's come out anyway. This is what I want. It was meant to be sunny all day, but forecast lied again. Power! Off it now. I say power, I'm not even going like a quarter throttle. It's just, oh, it's bliss. Some BMW riders there that do not nod. I don't get that way. BMW riders, 90% of them, you nod and they just go, no, I should not nod at you, you're not on a BMW. Yeah, I'd give you a bit of a run for your money with this thing. Torquey engines are just amazeballs. They just are. I'll have to go around with parents and show them. Oh, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Naughty. Sorry, my hand's got a mind of its own. It's just like, haha! I put it in B mode. Oh, there's a fare in my way. Who put a fare in my way? That's not on. That is. That's just not on. Might have to take a look up. I have to get Nicky on the back of this. Have to see what the passenger's view is. A lot of people say the seat's hard in this. Well, I find it quite comfy. Not because I've got a very spongy arse, but you know, I find it quite comfy. As Nicky would put it, I've got a womanly arse. She doesn't mind it, you know, fuck it. I'll stick with that. Womanly arse, right. Now, I'm wondering if I should go into second. There we go. Go into second, and as soon as I get into 60, we'll just roll it on and see what we do. Like I say, if you're having an all-out drag race up to first, this bike is a contender for quite a few of them. Now, this is where the throttle, it's a bit, it's wanting to. It's like sitting there going, go on, give us a bit more rev. Go on, just give us a whole load of revs. God damn you, that's what it's saying. Listen to it. Oh, there's a tractor. Ah. Well, I'm gonna have to overtake them. Oh, it's a Honda. Hello. See, Honda drives fine. Just skip past him. What's happening here? Ah, they've ruined my bloody test ride with all these. There's roadworks, there's traffic lights. Oh no. Where's all these people walking? What's happened? It's like, hold on! What's happening here? Exhibition. Oh, it's a Walsingham show, supposedly. The Walsingham show, that's the first I've known. I'll stick it in neutral. Ah, just listen to it. There. Ah. This bike also is very good at splitting flame. It just literally, I've seen videos on YouTube with this exhaust without the baffle. It's just definitely a bit noisy in this helmet doing 70. No, I mean 60. I wasn't doing 70. Definitely doing 60. Very noticeable speedo, this one as well. Bit of a pain for us vloggers. Because we can see how good we're being. Yes, that's why. Listen to it, just flip the throttle. Just slips into gear nicely. Some people were saying it was a bit, it locked the back wheel up when you went down a gear. If you don't flip the throttle, of course it's going to lock the feckin' back wheel up. Right, I think what we'll do is drop it down to second and just slow, and then what we'll do is straight up and roll on. I'll just go back there and collect my kidneys. Fuck me. Fuck. Don't get me... I've been on powerful bikes, but this thing, the way it delivers its power, it's like somebody's coming at you with a bloody sledgehammer in your back. So they do quite a few versions of this bike, and this is just the stock version, like the standard basic version. But they do the Tracer, which is like the adventure version, same engine, everything. They do the there's a classic Scrambler, which they do, which has got a high level exhaust and stuff, or can have a high level exhaust, I think. It doesn't come as stock, I don't think. But and they do another one. What's the other one? The Rally. They do a Rally, and it's like got hand guards and stuff. And yeah, it's, you know, there's quite a few models, so there should be something for everybody's taste. Like I say, I just like the stock one. I like the classic, like what was the classic one called? Oh, just go there. The classic one, what was it called? Kicking us now. It might have been the blooming Scrambler. I don't think it was though. But yeah, there's something for everybody's taste, really. So overall, like I say, I've only been riding it a day, but overall, it's a bloody nice bike. It starts off in standard as well. If you switch the ignition off and put it back on, it comes on in standard. I know a lot of people moan and say, I wanted an air mode all the time, but to be honest, it doesn't take you 2 minutes to pull the clutch in and press that button. It just doesn't, so, you know, I wouldn't moan about that. It's just... Oh, there's a fire over there. I think that's a good thing. On this bike, having the mode system is just making your life a lot easier, especially in 30mph zones. See, 40 standard's fine, but I'm coming up with 30 now, so I'm sitting there going, right, 30. So what I'll do is, I'll literally just drop down. See, it is snitchy there. It's very snitchy. Snitchy? It's a snitch. You snitch? No, it is a bit snatchy. I'll give it its due there. But doing 30 there, I'll just pop the clutch in, go up 2 modes, rev the bike again. There you go. All civilised now. It's more comfortable to ride in B mode when you're going through these slow speed limits. It's a lot more comfortable. Like I say, A mode is just... A mode's lunatic mode. Just as when I accelerated back there, I went giddy. I was like, oh, where have you been? Well, see, I don't know where to sit on this bike. I've got a nice seating position, but it's like, I also like that the actual seat comes slightly up the tank. So when you're gripping the tank, it's actually you're gripping part of the seat as well, so you're not like marking the tank all the time. Nah, this bike is phenomenal. It is bloody phenomenal. Let's see, fuel tank could do with a bit of a... Shall we reset that? Let's reset that. Twat? What the fuck's he doing? Ah, look at that! Look at that, twat! Now he was a twat. I would have got his number plate. He's getting twat of the day. Do you know what these lines mean? Don't overtake. If you're on a bike and get away with it because you can actually ride in the centre. Where's he gone? I saw him in my mirror and I thought, is he going to do what I think he's going to do? And he did. Switch down to B. No, switch down to standard. I keep going to, but I keep pressing it, thinking I haven't pressed it, then it goes, oh wait there, you've pressed me. It's a bit of a lag on the settings. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to B. There we go, into B. There we go. Definitely a lot smoother in B. Oh, it sounds nice. I'm not used to having something that doesn't sound like a twin. This engine's also got this, was a cross-plane crank, or cross-plane technology. Basically, Yamaha developed the cross-plane crank in the inline 4s during the 2002-2003 MotoGP, and the actual reason was because the back wheel was locking up. And this is due to, basically, if you've got a 180 degree crank, there is one point where both pistons are at a standstill, all four of them, and then they go again, and this causes a lot of kind of shock down the transmission, which can then cause the back wheel to kind of lock up, that, you know, like skid. Now, with the cross-plane crank, the reason why it's called cross-plane, if you look at an inline 4 crank when it's a cross-plane, it looks like a cross, because the crank throw is actually 90 degrees instead of 180, and basically this means you always have a cylinder, you always have a piston going up its stroke. So basically not all the pistons come to a stop at once and then go. Obviously this happens in like thousandth of a second, but it just gives it that little bit more. Now, the thing is with this, because this is a 270 degree crank, I think, which means basically the crank's equally set, the throws are equally set from each other, so they're all equally apart. However, the speed triple does have the same layout, so I can't really see why you can call it cross-plane. That's the idea of a cross. In inline 4s, I can see why, but in a triple, it's now new. It's been done before, so well, I'm not complaining though. This engine is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. CP3. Ooh, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. This might be a daft opportunity, but it's an opportunity nonetheless. How fast can we get to 40 mile an hour? It does sound nice ticking over. I just hope there's no cars in the way. Stop. So that's not 40, it must be 2 seconds. Easy. It's got to be. God. Come on. I'm itching now. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Itchy, mitchy. Okay, let's just roll on. Yep. She wheelies. She bloody well does. God, that was quick. Oh, God, that was quick. That was good, that was. Whoa. Down. Fuck me. That wasn't even full throttle. That was just that you... But yeah, like I say, snatching here. So, to conclude, the bike itself is amazing. Don't get me wrong, it's a bit rough around the edges in some aspects. The fueling in A mode is a bit rough, but like I say, just when you're in the 30, change it down to B mode. Not a problem. I've ridden, I would say a good, I don't know, in that little ride there, I would say 50 mile, you know, just shy of it, going here and there, and I feel comfortable, I feel relaxed, never missed a beat, and like I said, it's got a very small tank. If you're going long distance you will be stopping off quite a few times. I think on my ride outs I'm going to be the bane of everybody, because I'm going to have to be stopping off every 2 seconds, but nah, it's just fucking nimble, good looking. Yamaha, you've done a great job with this bike, it is phenomenal. And I am going to have many a happy year on this bike, I feel. Many a happy year. Also another thing, if you're young like me, the insurance wasn't too bad. For this one I think it was I've got a multi-bike policy, because obviously I've got more than one bike. And I think adding this on was just an extra, I don't know, I was getting for 150 quid. Which for a bike this size, if you're on a super bike, it would have been a right pain. It would have been more. Hello Mr. Baker. But yeah, great bike, lovely bike. If you're looking to get one, I highly recommend it. Like I say, come in a lot of colours. This one's very nice. I think the orange is overbought. I think the market is going to be full of orange bikes. So that's why I got this one. It's a bit more individual. So, off you go. But yeah, nice bike. So, as always, I'm going to end that there. Keep safe, ride safe. Hopefully September will be a good month, hopefully. And as always, I shall see you soon. You total and utter plonk. Sorry about that, I'm just... Anyway, see you soon.